Good evening and welcome to the show. I'm Keith Woodhouse. This is the WOT Show on Radio Woking. Starting off there with Pink Cross and Punk Rock Riot. And I went to a punk rock wedding on Monday and it was absolutely fantastic. There'll be more about that in the show later on. 10 bands played, and one of the bands that played are my guests tonight, who are Broken Idols. So they are sound checking at the moment. As soon as they're done, they will be through and talking to us. And Beat Me, and that's the bedroom demo mix. I don't know of any other mixes, to be honest. That's the only one I know. I hope you've had a great week. Mine started off pretty badly. This time last week I was looking forward to the football season, thinking brilliant, it's all going, but West Ham are now at bottom of the league, so they won't be talking too much about football this evening, more about the music, because I've seen some great bands this week, absolutely tremendous bands, and I'm off to Victorious Festival next week. I don't know if any of you are thinking of going down. In fact, I've met a few people on Monday who are going down because Specials are going to be playing, and they are a big attraction. I've never seen Specials, yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. But New Order are going to be on as well. I've never seen New Order, believe it or not, so I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. I better play this one. It goes on for 6 minutes. This is Phobia and Inside Out.
jump shout. Jump shout.
Well, that looks as though it's finished. It says here it's got another 3 minutes 18 to go. Surely it's going to be coming back. No, absolutely nothing there. Don't believe that. I thought that was a 6-minute song. I could have been out having a cup of tea somewhere, couldn't I? I would never have known that song had finished. But anyway, that was Phobia and Inside Out. Well, I've just been looking at this story on online, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's from a young girl who, she must have done something wrong, and she had her phone confiscated by her mother, who said, "You're not going on your tweets." So she took that away from her, and so the girl then managed to get out on her Nintendo DS a tweet to everyone saying that she was leaving home and that her mother had confiscated her phone and she was never going to talk to her again and one thing and another. Then her mother saw that, so she took away her Nintendo DS. Then she managed to get out on her Wii, so she managed to text out on the Wii machine. Her mum saw that and then took that away as well. And then, believe it or not, she managed to tweet through her fridge. Right, it's one of these fridges that is super duper clever. And some people actually were thinking, no, she couldn't have done that. Absolutely impossible. But looking at the tweets, it does say that it was sent from an LG smart refrigerator. So there is some way that fridge has social media capabilities. I mean, I would never, ever, ever think of that. Not that I've got a fridge that is a smart fridge. It's damn stupid, really. It doesn't even shut the door itself. I've got to do that. But she thought of it and actually tweeted from the fridge. So that was it. I don't know whether she was banned from the kitchen after that, so she couldn't use that. But I don't know whether she was in this country either. It's the type of thing you would expect to happen in America, isn't it? But it could well be that it's in this country. I'll have to read a bit more as we go on.
Mother said everything will
Chicane and Kapowie. You're listening to Keith Woodhouse. This is the WOT Show on Radio Woking, and I'm having a great time reading all these things here on the web. And this one is about a couple who are having their wedding photographs and then had a near-death experience. How do you get a near-death experience when you're having your wedding photographs taken? Well, I'll tell you. They were sitting under trees and talking to the photographer, and all of a sudden they heard a big crack above them. And luckily, they both at the same time jumped up and decided to run. And as they did, a great big branch came crashing down right where they were sitting. So they could have been squashed and killed by this great big branch. But they had the sense to run away. But I did notice, it said, they both jumped up at the same time and ran. They didn't grab each other and say, I'll save you, and ran. They just both jumped up at the same time and ran away. So that could cause problems in later years if someone does point that out. Oh, and there's a picture of it there. Oh, it wasn't that big. It might have hurt them. It wouldn't have killed them, though. Not unless it's sort of like Spike went in some kind of orifice. But really, it wasn't that big. Oh, but bit of an exaggeration there. I should have scrolled down, and I wouldn't have given that one so much credence as I did. Raggedy Ann have a single, and it's called The Girl with a Black Eye. Maybe she had a branch fall on her head.
Laid off by the big man in the black tie, 'cause no one likes a girl with a black eye. Yesterday when her boyfriend found out she loved another man in the Bible, didn't know why he punched her down, gave her the black eye. She said, you're just a small guy, you can't help yourself. She said, I understand now why you want my help, 'cause you're just a small guy, you can't help yourself. All the money in her pocket is in a box with collection written on it. Didn't see why she needed under the flyover in tiny pieces. She said, "'Cause you're just a small guy, you can't help yourself." She said, "I understand now why you want my help, 'cause you're just a small guy, you can't help yourself." The girl with the black eye just found Jesus. The girl with the black eye just found Jesus.
Raggedy Ann and the Girl with the Black Eye. You're listening to Keith Woodhouse. This is the WOT Show on Radio Woking. And as I was saying, we went to this wedding on Monday and it was absolutely fantastic. I had the honour of being asked to compare it, and it was an absolutely fantastic day. I can't say how good it was. And Jamie from Red was the stage manager, and we had a bit of a gap in proceedings where one band couldn't make it. So we did a little thing. I'm not quite sure how you could describe it, but I've got a feeling that I might have a new career in music. But in the meantime, let me play you some of Jamie's stuff when he is with Red, his other band. I now see them as a side project, really. And this is the title track from their new album, which is absolutely fantastic. One of the best albums, if not the best album that's been released this year. This is Corruption and Lies. Corruption and Lies from Red, and that version was actually recorded live on this show. So, in fact, all 4 songs on this EP were recorded live. But as I say, if you get the chance, if you get the chance, go out and find it. The new album from Red, R-E-D, Religion Equals Decay, and it's called Corruption and Lies, and it is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you've got vinyl records, they may be worth a few bob. And I've just got a list here of ones, and the first one that I come to, I've actually got. It's Led Zeppelin's first album. Now, I thought, how can Led Zeppelin's first album be worth £1,000 and upwards? But apparently, you need to have it with purple writing on it. So I may get myself a colouring pen and earn myself upwards. In fact, they're all upwards of £1,000. It's $1,000. Mind you, that's £1,000 now, isn't it? The next one is Miles Davis. I think it's an eponymous one of Miles Davis. The Who Sell Out. I haven't got that one. I definitely haven't, but I do know the cover of it. So it doesn't say how much that's one. You may well have that one, because that was quite a popular album in the late 60s. And Nirvana. Now, that came out in 1989. Can you believe that? Nirvana in 1989. I still think of them as New Kids on the Block. They are their album Bleach. So if you've got Bleach, that's going to be worth as high as £1,100. XTC and Science Friction from 1977. Marked the beginning of their career, and they eventually brought out 14 full-length albums. And the thing with XTC was, I went to see them a couple of times, absolutely true this, probably around about 1977, 78, and each time I went, they never turned up, and I never ever did get to see them. I don't know whether it was some kind of ploy or whatever, but no, it is... It was some kind of marketing thing, but I never actually saw them. Now, number 35, David Bowie, The Prettiest Star from 1973. And they're showing a cover of Aladdin Sane, right? So I don't know, because I immediately thought, I've got that, and was just about to rush off and claim my £2,000. But that isn't it. You need the picture, or the picture cover, the picture sleeved version of the single. It's extremely rare, which I must say, I do collect David Bowie, and I don't collect David Bowie, I collect David Bowie records, and I don't have that one, and I certainly won't be paying £2,000 for it.
Don't like you being disappointed with the way you've given it. Don't like you being disappointed. You should be
Lithium Joe and Disappointed. And one of the bands that played the other day, because they were all punk rock bands, was a band that is very well respected on the punk rock circuit, who are I call them the Wired Sisters, and then as soon as I get off stage, people say to me, "You've got that wrong, it's the Weird Sisters." But you spell it WYRD. Now, we've had this debate with them in the studio here, and they didn't know themselves. One said it's weird, one says it's wired, so they don't know themselves. So I'm going to stick with the Wired Sisters, or really what I introduced them on as, which was the Harry Potter show band. The Wired Sisters and The Maid Behind the Bar. What a great name for a song, isn't it? Right. Anyway, my guests have joined me now. They have sound checked. They are all ready to go. So I will get them to introduce themselves in time-honoured fashion. From the left, we have...
I'm Tim, I'm the bass player.
I'm Dave, I do vocals.
You wouldn't think so, because you couldn't hear him. I said to him, come right up to the mic. And he stood right back.
I'm Dave, who does vocals.
There we are, you see, we can hear you now. Thank you very much.
And I'm Rob, I do guitar.
And I'm Carl, I tempt the drums.
You see, you tempt the drums to do what?
Yeah.
You tempt
them to sound better than what...
You tempt them to come between your legs so as you can hit them.
That's the best bit.
Hey? Is that what it is? Hey? How do you do that? Do you offer them sweets?
And candy.
Yeah, sweets and candy. You see, we've gone transatlantic now, haven't we? What was wrong with sweets? You see, a few weeks ago, before Brexit, I could have said bonbon, but it's not allowed anymore, right? But I saw you on. I actually introduced you on stage for your debut. Yeah. I don't know if you knew that. When you write your memoirs, right? Yeah, it's Keith with a K, right? Not Lisa with a Z. Right?
Yes,
So, is someone going to come up to the microphone and talk?
Yeah, that was at the Fiery Bird.
It was.
And then you've introduced us several more times since then.
I have. I've never got your name wrong, have I?
No, you never got it right, actually.
Oh, never got it right.
And the last time was Monday at the Great Wedfest.
Yes, it was.
Which was
I've been talking about that. Oh, it's
getting on it.
Fantastic,
So
wasn't
that
it?
was good. 10 good bands, or 9 good bands and us.
Yes, I noticed you did say that.
Obviously, the mics were too high for you, and they're all too low in here.
Yeah, well, no, it's quite nice for me actually. Yes, that's why I keep a crate at the side of the stage. You see, which you helped me onto at one
just so you
stage.
keep count of how much you've drunk.
No, I don't want to do that. No, matron.
No, hang on, we're getting on to carry on now.
We are, aren't we? Let's get off of Carry On, otherwise I'll be there all day, right? Because I've got so many Carry On quotes. I just my favourite one is no. Let's move on from that. So you are Broken Idols. You have been going about 6-7 months now.
It's this piece, yeah. I think we have. When did you join, Tim? I can't remember now.
We've
had lots of bass players, and some sort of like went off to play cover bands with ska bands, and
did they?
Others went off because they had too many other bands. And one chap said he couldn't play bass for us because our songs were too complex.
Complex?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
okay.
the first time I've ever known anyone say anything about any of the songs that I've ever written or done the lyrics for.
I could
and
actually
Tim
play
along. Tim came along and he decided it was going to be for him.
You were the one.
Yeah, that was about 18 months ago, wasn't it? We spent a very sweaty summer in a basement in Bow rehearsing.
Rehearsing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A sweaty basement in Bow.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that by the Little Driver?
Opposite the Bow Bells.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
By the Bow Bells. Yeah, just up the road from the Little Driver. Yes. Yes. A thoroughfare where I know the pubs.
Well, there's not many places you don't know the pubs.
No, there isn't really. Eccles, just outside of Manchester. Never been there.
You can't get proper Eccles anymore. Anywhere in Eccles, it's ridiculous.
Can you not?
They're my favourite cake. So if anyone's got an Eccles cake,
please do send it in.
I don't want. I tried to get them sent down from Eccles, but you have to buy 50 at a time. And
50 Eccles cakes coming through the post. There's a song there, isn't there?
Yeah, it'll have to be for something like Nothing, though, wouldn't they? They'd have to do a song about Eccles cakes.
That would be absolutely ideal for them, wouldn't it? But they haven't written a song since 1978.
Well, this could be the start of something big for them. It's only got another 40 years and we can have their second album.
Yes. Who was one band said we did the first album, there was sort of like 30-year gap between the first and second album.
I think they've beat that then. No, they first album took 40 years to come out.
To come out, yes. Yeah, play Nothing. Yeah.
Slower than Guns N' Roses.
Oh, blimey. Yeah, that took ages, didn't it? And by the time it came on, people said Guns and Who's.
Guns and Broken
Idols, remember.
Yeah,
you've got to be careful, though, because they've got lots of money and they'll sue me.
They've got to find us first.
No, they haven't. I'll give them your address.
Yeah, I know, but I always go under Carl's address.
My name's Brian Dave. So you seem to be gigging all the time, though, as you've not been going that long, really.
I don't know about gigging all the time. We seem to put a lot in like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we don't have nothing for months, and because of personal reasons, health, etc., we find it difficult to rehearse as well. We can get in together to rehearse type of thing. So most of what we play is what we've been doing for a while. Obviously, we try and drop in and out songs. We've got me and Rob have written quite a few. We've got 2 that are sort of like really near on ready to go live. So we just sort of like plod along, really. It was not bad for our age, I suppose.
No, it's not, is it? I mean, bus passes help, doesn't it? Get around London.
Well, yeah, but then again, you have to, we've only got to carry a few amps on the buses, and the old shoulder starts going, and the rickety knee, and it all just falls apart.
Well, you see now. Oh, hang on a minute. The technical man's in. Right? Can you believe? Right, halfway through that afternoon on Monday, right? I'd had a couple of glasses of champagne with the bride and groom,
Oh, right.
only to be sociable, and the glass of sherry as you walk in, right? He says to me, "What questions are you going to be asking?" Right?
Well, we didn't know if you.
And I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" He said, "We want you a show this." I said, "Are you?" No, about what questions I'm asking.
He don't know what day.
No.
He don't know what day it is, let alone what questions he's going to ask.
I have an alarm go off on my phone at 4:45. Says you're on the radio in 10 minutes.
And I mean, when we sort of like texted you and said we're here, Keith, and you said, "Oh, can you tell me how to get there?"
Yeah,
you know, it's terrible.
I was playing solitaire at home on my computer.
Is that what they call it? Is that a euphemism for something?
It certainly is not. No, before you get me into trouble, right? But you're going to be playing a few songs live for us, aren't you? So what I'll do is I'll put a song on now, and perhaps we can get one in before the 7 o'clock news, and then that will get you on Facebook Live. You're not PRS registered, are you?
No.
No, good.
I looked into
good.
that. £100, and it only takes 500 plays by you, and we get our £100 back.
What, we pay you that much?
Well, no, not you. The performing rights would.
Oh, would they? That's very kind of them.
Well, just,
Right.
how long will it take to play our tracks 500 times?
1,500 minutes. See? It's quick as a flash.
I know.
That was great, isn't it? Mental arithmetic.
Well, only because you know none of us know if it's true or not.
No? Well, if you don't think that's true, please write answers on a postcard to the station manager, Radio Woking, Surrey. Right? Your presenter can't count.
There's a man outside the house, he is underneath his car, and all of these on gas, he loves to see them lie. It slowly starts to burn, all the children start to watch, and not for too long. He talking to his God, so leave no stone unturned. Leave no stone unturned, 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 unturned. There's a man inside the house and he's talking to my dad, and he doesn't really know where all the words are coming from. He's looking at the pictures on the wall inside my room. He doesn't really see them, and I really think he's true. So leave no stone unturned. Leave no stone unturned, 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 unturned. There's a bastard just outside, breaking on van. His lights are stuck in there, but take it if you can. He slowly runs inside, and we didn't catch the sun. But if he wears a leather jacket, then he's talking to his God. So leave no stone unturned. Leave no stone unturned, 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 unturned. Stone unturned. Leave
fantastic. I knew they were going to do that. No, there's not enough time for it to come back in. The fantastic Who Moved the Ground and Pet. You're listening to Keith Woodhouse. This is the WOT Show on Radio Woking. My guests are Fallen Idols. Did that one deliberately. And hopefully they can hear me. Yeah, I can't hear them. Hang on. Can you hear me now? No? I need... here he comes to the rescue.
They can hear you.
They can hear me. I can't hear them. So, I've turned that up, and I should be able to hear them.
In theory.
But no, there is nothing. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will tell you a story about a man who moved away the dust. That was a great song, wasn't it? By Lonnie Donegan. My Old Man's a Dustman. It's what I've always fancied doing on the ukulele. I think that would fit the ukulele rather perfectly because the ukulele is a bit of a skiffle instrument. And Lonnie Donegan was the king of skiffle. So, let me see. I'm hearing... I did hear something. It's the air conditioning. So let me see if I've got this button pressed right. I'll try that one. How's that? Are you replying to me? No. I'll take that down. I think that light's got to be on there. So, I've definitely pressed all the right buttons. Pardon?
Try it now.
I'm trying it now. I'll tell you what. Oh, yeah, they can't start. I said just get them to start because they can't, because I can't hear them. No, I'll play a song. Let me play a song. This is Avondale 45. Oh, hang on, I just heard something there. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I was imagining it. The fantastic Avondale 45, who sadly are no more. Oh, look, they've done it as well. Straight through my ear when I'm talking. You're listening to Keith Woodhouse, the WOT Show on Radio Woking. My guests in the studio are Broken Idols.
Hello, Keith.
Oh, I could just about hear you.
Good.
Try it again.
Hello, Keith.
Thank you very much. What's the first song you're going to do for us?
First one's Ace Face.
I could bust your bubble. If I was a skunk, I could be my sober. If I was a punk, I'd rather be upper than October. Can you take me back to another place, to another time where I can still say face? Fuck for life, sex, I got my choice. Fuck for life, sex, I got my choice. If I was a singer, a 7-inch pop star. If I was bettering down, I'd be an 80s pop star. If I was a headline, a British sex scandal. If I could be a playboy, I'd be more than you could handle. Can you take me back to another place, to another time where I can still save face? Fuck for life, sex, I got my choice. Fuck for life, sex, I got my choice. If I rang your alarm, I'll wake you once it's dark. If I call the sheriff, baby, a 50 and a banner, a cruising summer sleeping on my bill, a rock and roller. Can you take me back to another place, to another time, where I can still save face? With five for life, sex and elegant by choice. Five for life, sex and elegant by choice. Can you take me back to another place, to another time, where I can still save face? With five for life, sex and elegant by choice. Five for life, sex and elegant by choice.
That's the first single from my guests in the studio, who are Broken Idols, and a little bit later than advertised, here's the news.